drivers. This has been once again from Alex Zanardi. I just can't believe the way this guy overtakes other people. Everybody always says that overtaking's impossible in high-powered single-seaters with wings, let alone on a street track, and yet Zanardi just seems to pick his way past. He does seem to have established this reputation that he's coming through come what may, a little bit like Ayrton Senna did in Formula One. Here in IndyCar, in the kart series, it looks as though everybody tends to see Zanardi coming up, and they're in a way, they're prepared to give him room because they know he's going to come anyway.
Yeah, and certainly, you know, it was a very clean pass there of Greg Moore. Somewhat surprised Greg Moore made it quite so easy. Greg Moore has an outside chance of the championship, and he really needed to keep Alex Zanardi behind him and hope Alex Zanardi made some sort of a mistake, but he certainly went past very cleanly indeed. Meanwhile, we hear a word from the pits that Chip Ganassi, the owner of the target car number 4, and of course the race leader Jimmy Vasser, telling Alex to take his time, take it easy, don't do anything silly at this stage.
You can almost, we've got a view of him in the pits ourselves. We can almost see him there. He was leading out over the counter with his hand outstretched, almost as if to say, take it easy, boy, take it easy. On board with Roberto Moreno at the moment, and he's lying in 10th place, doing a great job standing in for Patrick Carpentier, running with this team for the first time. Leader there is second place man Maurizio Gugelmin, with Michael Andretti close behind him. And then Andre Ribeiro, who's flying at the moment. Actually, he's putting in some quick laps, despite the fact he may be down in 14th place with a 57.0 on that last lap, which is the same pace, if not better, than these guys running in second and third. And meanwhile, now look at Zanardi. He's closed right up to the tail of Gilles de Ferran and looking for his opportunity to move up into 4th. Oh, Greg Moore slowed down, dear me. Greg Moore is slowed right down. Look at that. Oh, and that's why. It's got quite a good excuse for slowing down. He hasn't got a left front suspension that's working properly.
No, it looks like he made another mistake, didn't he? I was wrong. He did make another mistake. He certainly looks like he clipped the wall there, and suspension damage there on the left front. That's rather too much positive camber there. I don't think that's quite what he needs. So it looks like the end of the day for Greg Moore and the end of his championship aspirations again.
So he rolls it slowly into the Forsyth pit, and what a great shame it is on home territory once again, and so many people will have turned out today to watch him do well here, and that's 2 races in a row that have gone badly for him on this Vancouver street track. That's the way it goes sometimes. Meanwhile, the leaders are still embroiled in battle, and Zanardi now has closed right up to the tail of Gilles de Ferran. Coming along the start-finish straight here, through the left-hand kick, taken almost flat out, this left-hander. 6th gear, 160 miles an hour, building up to 181 miles an hour in 6th gear down here before breaking through a right-hand corner and down to 2nd, maybe 1st gear, and Zanardi's done it again. Or has he made it? Yes, I think he has. Zanardi has gone down the inside of the Ferran, and he's now taken 4th place. This is just incredible.
That's incredible. As we were on board there with Alex, I was thinking there was no way he was close enough. He was close enough for him down the inside cleanly.
Lap number 65, Jimmy Vasser leads by 1.65 seconds over Maurizio Gugelmin and Michael Andretti. But Alex Zanardi is still on his charge. He's just passed Gilles de Ferran, and Zanardi now is in 4th place, de Ferran in 5th. Let's take a look at the pass, and he just got down the inside coming into the hairpin. Pretty brave stuff. Remember, this was the corner that he lost his early lead when he went down the escape road, but he still seems to be able to brake later than anybody else. Look in the background, you see de Ferran's car moving to the right. The red car of Zanardi coming down the inside, gets alongside. There's nothing the Brazilian can do to turn in. The other car's there already, and Zanardi makes the pass stick. So he's up into 4th place now, and he's chasing Jimmy Vasser, Maurizio Gugelmin and Michael Andretti. You'll see there's another car in there. That's the blue, red and yellow car of Andre Ribeiro, but he's actually running down in 13th position. It's just that he's running quickly and he's staying with the leaders at the moment.
There is Andre Ribeiro ahead of Alex Zanardi, the man on the move. 56.4 last time around for Alex Zanardi compared to 56.6 for the race leader Jimmy Vasser. He's pulled out almost a couple of seconds over the 2nd place car of Maurizio Gugelmin.
So it's all change at the moment. Zanardi dropped down to 23rd position in this race, and he's now got himself up into 4th. Now he's behind Andre Ribeiro. I wonder if he's going to have a go at going past him down here into the hairpin a little bit. Yes, he does. I think Ribeiro, obviously aware of the fact that he's running off the lead lap in 13th place and was aware that Alex was behind, so he lets him through without battling that place. That's good driving, sensible driving from the Brazilian Andre Ribeiro. The race winner last year has switched to the Reynard this year and put in some good performances this season since the switch to the Reynard chassis, but he knows that he's not in the game in this one and sensibly keeps out of the way. Meanwhile, Maurizio Gugelmin's being held up by Hiro Matsushita, and that's given Michael Andretti the chance to close right up to him again. This could see a change, and they've got Alex Zanardi bearing down on them. Zanardi right front. Ooh, he just gets past Matsushita. Actually, the Japanese driver did a good job there. He saw that there were suddenly 3 cars instead of just 2 cars trying to get past him, and he kept well out of the way.
Yeah, he did credit there to Hiro Matsushita. Certainly no problem whatsoever for any of these races. We're on board again with Alex Zanardi. That is the car of Michael Andretti ahead of him, and Michael Andretti's going to be... I can't imagine Michael being as easy to get past as some of those other guys. Can you, Ben?
No, I can't. I think Michael Andretti may well fight his position for just a little bit longer. Now, one of the front runners that we've seen go out of this race just a few moments ago was the Canadian driver Greg Moore. We saw damage done to the left front suspension of the Forsyth racing car. Great shame, because Greg has been running up amongst the leaders for most of the afternoon. So we'll go down to Gary Gerald, who's with Greg Moore in the pit lane right
another
now.
of the contenders who's had tough luck. Greg, what happened?
Just went into the final chicane there and just touched the wall a tiny little bit with the left front bent suspension. You know, I feel real bad for my guys. You know, they worked awfully hard. I think we had a top 3 car today, but we'll have to get them in Laguna.
Is this one of those cases where it's hard to be patient and you get overly aggressive?
You know, you want to be aggressive, but you got to be patient. And you know, I think I was being as patient as I could have been. You know, it's just, you know, I didn't pass really anybody on the track. My guys got me a couple spots in the pits, and that was good. But you know, I just a little touch with the wall, bent some suspension, and that's it for today.
Thank you.
Thanks.
It only takes one slight bit of contact here, and the race is over, just as Greg Moore has found out. And he's going to have to explain that numerous times to the local media here in Vancouver. I'm sure he'll be fairly fed up with the story by the end of the day.
Another note here, looking back down the order, Mark Blundell is running in 12th place now. It took him several laps to get up to speed on those fresh tyres, which is interesting. And his last 2 laps have been very quick indeed, a 56.2 last time round. That was a half a second quicker than anybody else managed, so that's pretty interesting. But he is actually right ahead of Jimmy Vasser on the race course, and only about, well, a couple of 100 yards ahead. Here they are coming down the main straightaway to turn 2. Oh dear, look at Alex Zanardi getting sideways, but he goes down the inside. What a fabulous move. Brakes locked up.
He's got past. Look at this, Zanardi. Madretti's still trying to fight him, but Alex Zanardi's done it again, and he's gone straight past Michael Andretti. Andretti will be fuming inside that helmet that Zanardi was even able to do that. But what a fantastic piece of overtaking from Zanardi, and from showing what a brilliant qualifier he is here this weekend. He was dominant in both of the qualifying sessions we had. Friday qualifying, he set the pace by over half a second. Saturday qualifying, he couldn't get a clear lap. Then he banged in 2 laps faster than anyone else right at the end of the session. But he's not just a qualifier, he is a real racer. And that's what Zanardi's proving here today. He's just gone past Michael Andretti on a track that Andretti almost considers his own, having won here 3 times. And Zanardi is now in 3rd place, chasing after teammate Jimmy Vasser, who leads, and Maurizio Gugelmin in the PacQuest car in 2nd place. This race is turning into one of the biggest stories of the whole season.
Boy, what a way to win a championship this would be. Certainly another sensational drive by Alex Zanardi, but you know, the man, let's not forget, there he is, the race leader, Jimmy Vasser. He's driving quite beautifully. His last 3 laps all within 1/10 of a second one another, 56.7. It's a pretty good pace for this stage in the proceedings, and he's maintaining a gap of just around about a couple of seconds or a little bit less over Maurizio Gugelmin. There is Gugelmin. There, though, is Alex Zanardi in 3rd place. Look how far away he's pulled from the rest of the guys. And Michael Andretti is in trouble.
Yeah, Andretti's got a left front